it started when I was 23 or 37 years ago. Yes, I'm 60. Yeah, I was going to say that I started when I was 3, but no. I actually went to college and I got married, and my husband, which now rests in peace, my first husband told me that I didn't have to work, so I can stay home. And we got this beautiful house in Texas. English was not my first language, so I was actually watching I Love Lucy rerun. Ricky Ricardo, explain it to me, Lucy, right? I was like very bored, and I found a little ad, Ali, that says $15,000 a month. And it
Hmm.
caught my attention, right? And it says, live in your dream home, drive a Mercedes Benz, and wear tailor-made clothes. And I'm like, what the heck? Who do I need to kill to do all that, right? And it was in those days where advertising was not as control as it is these days, right? So I call and I call and I call, and finally somebody reply. And when I think that when they heard my accent, they tried to discourage me to actually go to a meeting. And I went to a meeting like 45 minutes away from my house, to this gorgeous house that they had this Mercedes Benz outside, to a meeting, and it was for a skincare company. I totally fall in love with that. Totally. And I didn't know anything about direct sales or network marketing or nothing like that. I was just excited about the principle of it. Okay. And well, went back home and did everything a newlywed had to do for her husband to say something, to say yes to something that she wanted it. Back then, I don't even remember. I think it was like $1,000 to start your business. And he said yes, but he said yes on the condition that when he was back home from work every day, I was not to do business or mention anything about skincare. And that if this didn't work, I need to pay him back. My first check after I worked very hard
Yeah,
was 7 cents.
I
And
relate.
actually I make him go and deposit that into the savings account. And I was clear that if I didn't make it up, if I didn't make that business work, I had to pay him back. So I worked very hard. Second check was $44. Still put it in my savings account, 199. Fourth check, $1,999. And I make over $88,000 in 11 months. I went full time into network marketing. I was actually able to resign my job. I was in human resources for Abbott Laboratories back then, and everybody thought I was crazy that I was resigning that kind of a job. Okay. But my life changed totally with network marketing. That he passed away later. And I was able to build a great business all over the world with that company. And I stayed with that company for 11 years. Then my second company, 17 years. And here we are today. My case was, look at me, mom. I did not let you down, because my mom told me, how in the world you quitting your job? Skincare.
Yeah.
Okay. And for me, it was more of, here, mom, I did it correctly. And I resigned when I was actually replaced my income and had enough money in a saving that if anything went wrong, I was covered, right? So I did it the right way until this day, 37 years after Ali. I will never coach anybody to resign or to quit their job just to jump into an opportunity blind. Okay, I believe that it's a transition, it's a process, a learning curve, because this industry it's a legit industry when it's done the right way. But when it's just
Correct.
actually going after the next shining object or the get rich quick scheme, it can be a nightmare. And that's why there's so many people wounded out there, because they have fake it till they make it, doing the wrong decision. Tell you that I think that is the hype in where the network marketing
Mm.
is being thought. Okay, everybody wants to dream big, everybody wants to be rich, everybody wants the toys. I was listening to TD Jakes, and he said something that hit me very hard, Ali. Okay. And he was saying, everybody wants what I have. Everybody wants my positions and my real estate properties and my lifestyle. And everybody see the glamour and everybody say that. But if today I will take everything that I have and give it to you, he say, it will be criminal. And I was, how can that be criminal? So I sat down to listen better, taking notes. And he said, because what you see today is not what I went through in the process. Those days that I didn't have even diapers for my kid and I have to put paper towel with tape around them, or the days we went to bed without food, or we were evicted and bankruptcy. And he went on and on and on. All that process prepared me for success, to be able to handle success, because when success come in and the person is not prepared, Ali, usually is for destruction, is for failure. Lottery winners, they earn all these millions, they're not prepared, and they finish worse than when they were before they win the lottery. Okay. And for me, like, when I believe with all my heart today that I made a lot of mistakes because success came to me at a very early stage through network marketing. Okay. And when you're not prepared and you're not a good steward and you don't know how to manage your finances, you think money will never. In Spanish, we say el dinero nunca se va a acabar, that money never finishes.
Oh, I know what you're saying.
So it took me a bankruptcy, and it took me a lot of things to learn that success without the proper knowledge is very deadly. So I can tell you that after a bankruptcy, after Hurricane Maria hit Puerto Rico and we lost everything and we start again all over again, start all over again, I can tell you that today my focus is to learn how to be a good steward and to manage money differently and having a good relationship with money. Because guess what? When money is not well managed, it does disappear through your hands like water. Okay. And that happens to me, and it happens to a lot of people. And success without, again, the proper process and the proper mindset, Ali, can be accursed. Okay. You get your ego goes to the ceiling. It's me. Well, been there, done that. It doesn't work. Your vision is real. When you know exactly what you want, like you say, it's all about a mindset, Ali. But one thing that I learned in my toughest days, one of those days that I wanted to quit everything. And I said, I had it with people, I had it with everything. My pastor said, Evelyn, when your vision is real, when your vision has connected with your heart, when your vision is bigger than you can adjust your vision. But what you cannot do is abort your vision. And in tears, and not understanding at that time what he really was saying to me, I went back home and sat down and said, it's true. I just have to make some adjustment, even maybe change the vehicle that will take me to my vision, maybe adjust here, adjust there. But bottom line, I know what I want. So I'm just going to continue to follow my vision and not abort it. The problem these days is that, we are exposed, Ali, to so many things, right? We loan our ears and our eyes to social media, to news, to so many artificial everything around us that we no longer know what is real, what is not. Okay. And if we are not feeding ourselves mindset, right, with the proper readings, with the proper affirmation, working on ourselves to be the better version of ourselves on a daily basis, then we are in a million places. What I'm trying to say is, for example, I admire you what you just said. You came in having a bad day, but you show up. it doesn't matter. We keep going, okay?
Yep.
Because we know that our vision, our mission is bigger than our problems, that our circumstances, and all circumstances and all negative stuff, they will pass. And
Yep.
while you're alive, Ali, you have the power, the know-how to do it all over again. Business coach, and I've been involved in the building part of network marketing for 32 years. Okay. The last 6, 7 uh, during and after the pandemic, okay, or the pandemic, I decided more to go and help companies to grow into the Hispanic market. Okay.
Yeah.
So I do a lot of business consulting, and I match talents with talents. We have a translation company, English to Spanish, Spanish to English. We know all the verbiage of network marketing, so we're very good on that. But where my heart is, Ali, is really to coach women, okay? High performance leaders, because we as women, we wear so many hats, Ali, okay? We are wife, we are daughters, we are mothers, we're housekeepers, Uber drivers. We do everything around the house, and also we are employees, we are entrepreneurs. My passion is time management for women, how to do everything and do it the right way, and find that. Before I used the word balance, find that balance. Today I learned that there's no such thing as balance in life. Harmony.
That's right.
While you working in finding a balance that work for you and your family. So we as women, we can do it all if we know how to manage our time, and if we know how to wear different hats and wear them all in excellence. My vision is to empower those women that goes to the next level. There's a lot of women that come to me, Ali, believe it or not, very successful in
Mm.
in their careers, very successful in network marketing, but their house is a chaos. You know what the number one problem is for this kind of leaders? That they're very successful, money's not an object, but they got mountains of unfold laundry. They cannot find time with family. They success have cost them their marriage. My vision is to really teach women that we can do it. I've been happily married for 25 years. For 20 out of those 25, 24/7 in network marketing. And we found that harmony and the balance that worked for us. And we were able to be full-time parents. I have a 29-year-old that grew up in network marketing. I was able to be a full-time present mother, and my husband father. So yes, we can do all, have it all, and do it the right way. So again, my vision is to help those women that you do not have to say, well, I'm successful and it's costing me my divorce. No. Or I'm successful and I have a chaos in my house. I've seen it so much, so much.
Yeah.
Right now, I'm working with a 7-figure women that I've been coaching for the last 2 months. And every time I talk to her, it's like, wow, she is the example that yes, money can buy a lot of things, but cannot buy the true happiness that a
Yeah.
family can give you. And then in other circumstances, I work with women that they have found that balance, but then they don't know how to be successful or an entrepreneur. So there's a lot of things, there's a lot of pieces on the puzzle. And again, this is not something, Ali, that I read on books. So I know what is to file bankruptcy and lost everything and start all over again. I know,
Yeah.
okay. And so by experience, I can teach others that we can do it all over again when you know exactly what is you just read my vision, okay. And sometimes that, let me see, how can I say this in a way that I really believe that empowering women involves providing them all the tools, all the resources, opportunities, help them how to make choices and right decisions, okay? So this can affect their lives in a positive way, Ali. And empowerment goes in every areas of their life, from education, from financial empowerment, from understanding their rights. And I mean, we are Hispanics, and even though I was born in New York, uh I was raised in Puerto Rico, but my parents are Hispanic and we are Hispanic, right? And even though we are US citizens and all that, we still are Hispanic, okay? Our culture is different. And the women in the Hispanic market and the culture part of it, still till this day, I don't want to use, I don't want to say that Hispanic men are macho men and they're sometimes sure-minded, but we come from cultures that's women were born to be housewives, to be at home, love and embrace our culture. Ali, that happened twice. We lost everything, okay?
Yeah.
And the last time was through the hurricane, and we had to start from scratch. Uh, and even though we lost everything material, the only thing that was not taken away from me was, number one, my vision. That's, I know exactly, and my vision has been the same for the last 30 plus years. Okay. Empowering women and helping women go to the next level. So that day that we woke up with nothing, I said, well, Lord, I still have my vision. I still have my faith that I know that if I done it twice, I can do it all over again. I'm just going to take one day at a time and do it all over again. Okay. And one thing that I learned, Ali, during this tough time is that relationships are more value than all the money that you can have in the bank.
Absolutely.
Okay. Because then you know that you can call someone knowing that that person respect you, you were good, you kept your word, you did what you were supposed to, and then you can call and say, you know what, I'm available, I need this or I need that. I'm not saying you're going to call people to ask for money. No, I'm just saying when you got credibility, you can call the right relation, the right people, because you have established a relationship to move to the next level. So I did went through that, never lost my faith, never lost my vision. And I knew that if I did it twice, I can do it all over again. I'm very structured, very disciplined. So I took my toolbox, that was the only thing I had, because we lost everything. And I said, we're going to do it all over again. Of course, I had a lot of days with tears. Of course, finding myself literally, guys, losing everything. I was like, okay, Laura, and now what? Well, my knowledge, my know-how, my mindset was still there. Yes, it was being shaken, but they losing material things never took my vision, my faith, my dignity, my credibility away, and I was able to do it all over again. Because again, it's like riding a bicycle, right? You just have to get on top of it, and it'll come all over again, right? You never stop knowing how to drive a bicycle, right? And I really believe that every day, Ali, one thing that I learned is to stand responsible and understanding that I am the only reason I am stuck or moving forward or being or being a failure or being successful is me. It's nobody else's responsibility, because success is a decision, Ali, okay? And when you decide to literally be successful, you know that what you need to do on a daily basis. What are those things that you need to do to get to the next level? And I always say there's four things. Every day you need to contact new people to share what you're doing, right? Follow up. You need, in order to duplicate, there's four pillars that actually apply to every market. And again, contacting new people, sharing the business or whatever product you represent, follow up, follow up, follow up, so you can duplicate. So I went ahead and did it again. And in 3 years, we were able to get back on our feet. And I praise God every single day, because the only thing they did not, that Maria didn't took away from me, was my ability to do it all over again, my
That's
desire
right.
to do it all over again. So I'm grateful, and I believe that everything happened for a reason, and that success is a decision, and what you learn from your process are the most important thing.